So I usually start off just like this, kind of bouncing the ball in front of my horse and having my horse follow me and get comfortable being in close proximity of the horse while it's of the ball while it's bumping up and down. And see, if I can get to the point where I can bring my horse all the way up to the ball, then I've done a pretty good job of that initial introduction to the ball. I'm going to take a deep breath here, let her know that she made some really good choices. She could have taken off and ran away from the ball, but she's chosen to stand there, to be nice and quiet, to accept things really nice and quiet and relaxed, and I like that. So now I'm actually going to start getting a little bit closer with this ball around her. And I might move her feet a little bit here. And you can see this doesn't really bother her. And I'm not surprised. Dolly is one of these horses where there's not really much that spooks her or that she reacts to. But even if you have a horse that's super quiet, you know, it can never hurt to kind of try and go through and see if you might be able to find any places where they are overreactive. But she's doing really well here. So she did pretty well there. Now I'm going to move on. I'm going to kind of turn it up a notch, make it a little bit more challenging to her. So I'm going to step her on over this way. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce this ball right off of her. Good girl. You can see that doesn't even bother her. So with Dolly, introducing her to the ball wasn't that big of a deal. But say I had had a horse that was a lot more reactive, a lot less comfortable with this ball, I really would have taken my time, step by step, introduced and exposed her to it, and kind of gotten to a point to where she was resting, where she was relaxing, lowering that head and neck and shoulders and taking those big breaths, maybe rocking a foot or licking and chewing. All of those are really good indications that our pony is rested, that they're relaxed, that they're comfortable with us. And it's not until then that I would move on and add more pressure to the ball. So if I had a horse that was skittish and all crazy, I wouldn't just start with throwing that ball at them. I'd ease them into it, get them comfortable, so that we could build up their confidence and make them more likely to be successful.